So guess what? The UK is ending their booster program for healthy people under 50 years old. So if you don't have a comorbidity and you're under 50, no more COVID shots for you, according to the UK. What? Are they anti-vax? Why is the UK so anti-vax? Are they COVID minimizers? The UK will no longer recommend COVID-19 boosters for healthy people under age 50 and will discontinue free distribution of the primary two-shot series, announced the UK Health Security Agency on Wednesday. The policy change comes as the UK government shifts away from its pandemic emergency response. The Telegraph reported the Daily Mail characterized the changes as a sign the country is settling into post-pandemic life. Kurt, no more boosters for people 50 and under in UK, Kurt.
What?
The UK's autumn's COVID-19 booster drive for those over 50 will end February 12th.
What?
So even if you're over 50, done. According to that's along with the booster for 16 to 49-year-olds who are not in a clinical risk group.
Well, get it in now.
Yeah.
Notice, Jimmy,
Well,
they
you
don't have
still
babies
can.
on that list either. Thank God.
I got to get an infant to that booster quickly. That effective booster.
The agency cited dwindling uptake. You know what dwindling uptake means? What they're citing, no one wants to get it. That's what dwindling uptake means. The agency cited that no one wants to get this shit anymore.
So that's a bunch of people that know about it by now, but probably wouldn't say anything to not have trouble.
Things were different in the UK than over here. From what, remember Tim Robbins said that when he went to UK, that's what opened his mind. He saw regular people, and it wasn't just Republicans or Trumpers who were doubting things and questioning the narrative anymore. It was everybody in the UK. And so that's when he kind of woke up. Do you remember him saying that? I do.
They're way behind out there.
The agency cited dwindling uptake of the primary series and booster, which up until now were available to healthy people from 16 to 49. British cardiologist, we had him on the show, Dr. Aseem Melhorta, who recently truth-bombed the BBC during a live appearance, telling viewers the mRNA COVID-19 vaccines pose a cardiovascular risk and welcomed the changes.
Did he lose his YouTube channel because?
But well, they took down. They did take down. So they aired it on BBC and then they took it down.
Oh, of course.
Breaking COVID-19 booster jab offer set to end in the UK. We made this happen. But this alone is not good enough. We must help the vaccine injured and make the government, the regulator, and pharma fully accountable so this never happens again. Well, I can tell you what will never happen is them being held accountable. I can tell you that. Some other European countries, including Denmark, already ended their universal COVID-19 vaccination campaigns for healthy people. The U.S. Food and they've ended it? Really? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, because the CDC lady is out there telling everybody, get your kids, get your infants, get everybody, and get a booster in them.
Well, here we live in the country where they can still put that carcinogen in Gatorade that they can't use in Europe. So,
oh, you're kidding?
Oh yeah, we got all kinds of.
Oh my!
We don't restrict business here.
We don't restrict business. So the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is meeting today to discuss a new vaccination schedule wherein adults would be vaccinated once a year to stay protected. Now, it wears off. That's the problem. It wears off very quickly, as Bill Gates just said in the other segment. So why once a year? You have to pick the few weeks out of that year you want protection because it doesn't last long. That's the problem.
Hey, now that it's not going to kill me anymore, COVID.
Right. What do you all afraid?
What do I want with these safe, effective vaccines?
I don't know. People in the UK ages 5 to 49 who are in a clinical risk group live with an immunosuppressed person or are carers. I think I'm supposed to say carriers.
Carers.
Carers.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they care for someone. Okay. Will be able to get the boosters under the new program. Why? Why, if you're a carer, how does that help you? This doesn't make sense to me. I'm just asking a question.
Well, maybe I'm a carer and I very much believe in these boosters and I work with someone and I don't want to not get my booster. And when I work with this immunosuppressed person, that's what I would be. I would be a...
But if it doesn't stop you and you can still carry the virus and shed the virus...
It's slower. Jimmy, it's slower. What, have you not read the information?
Blah, 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 blah. So according to the Daily Mail, this means tens of thousands of the Kund of 2023.
So if you got all the boosters you're supposed to get, you would have 8 by now? Is that what that means? Or am I not understanding that? You should. Who had 8? I want to find out.
8!
I ask every time I do a show. The most I ever heard was 4. I've never heard anybody more than that. But there's got to be somebody, right?
Well, we're going to know by the end of this year they're supposed to have 8. So you keep asking that question.
You get all 8 boosters.
Who's got 8? The guy in the walker.
Can you imagine getting 8 boosters? How great that would be because it works and it's effective.
The guy who's over there shaking like Katharine Hepburn. He got his 8th booster.
Yeah, it was worth it.
I think we did that okay. The move will mean unvaccinated, healthy people under 50 will soon not be able. Even if you want a COVID vaccine, you can't get it. If you're under 50 and you're healthy, they ain't going to give it to you. Wow. The NHS will continue to operate a smaller scale vaccine offer from mid-February onwards to ensure those eligible for the first and second doses can still get their jabs. What the fuck?
You see, Jimmy, this is why socialized medicine doesn't work.
Wait a minute. Those eligible for their first, and so people just born? What do you mean? People who haven't had any doses.
It's like a baptism.
First of all, again, I'm just asking a question. Why would you give someone a dose of a vaccine for a virus that's mutated and doesn't exist anymore? I'm just asking.
You just want to throw it away.
You just...
You want to throw Mr. Gates' money out. Wow.
The JCVI's eligibility list could still change before the program kicks off. This is great stuff. According to the UK HSA uptake, I don't care. There's too many numbers. No one's taking it. And there's more stuff. Yeah. You got it. The FDA expects that simplification of COVID-19 vaccine composition and annual immunization schedules may contribute to more facile vaccine deployment. When they use words I don't know, facile. What does facile mean? Facile? Hey, Siri, what's the definition of facile? Appearing neat and comprehensive only by ignoring the true complexities of an issue. Oh. Fewer vaccine. Okay, I don't care about this. I'm done with this whole story. Because you know what it is. You know what the story is. They stopped giving out the goddamn boosters to healthy people in UK.
Well, they're not going to be healthy for long without those sweet boosters.
I don't know how they're supposed to stay healthy. Joe Scarborough's it's the equivalent to just drinking and smoking and staying up all night. That's what Joe Scarborough, if you don't get your booster.
Do you want to look like Joe Scarborough or Reverend Al Sharpton? You choose.
You choose. Of course, the vaccine is safe and effective. I can tell you that. And it will slow the spread and contraction, and it will keep you from being hospitalized or dead. Hey, we're doing live stand-up comedy in Los Angeles, Tempe, Arizona, Palm Springs, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Nashville, Northampton, Massachusetts, and a lot more places. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets and become a premium member while you're there. You get access to all of our stuff. See you then.